This fire did significant damage to the Gray's service station, and you can see behind me that Service Master has just arrived to board up the building. I want you to get a look at what is happening here. There is a manhunt on for this gunman. You can see there are police cars, search dogs, multiple police officers. Those officers are entering the buildings here at the intersection of Pine and Central. But when Barack Obama got up there and spoke, he put the crowd at ease. They started listening intently, and it was just absolutely amazing to be part of that experience. The story here has really been the once underdog Scott Brown. A few weeks ago, he trailed Martha Coakley by double digits.
Coming to us live via Skype. Kathy?
This has been a very rewarding day for Fred Golba and his crew. They searched through a significant portion of that local pond, came across a pair of women's underwear, a purse, a backpack, and 3 car seat covers. You guys at home, I want to show you a little bit about what we're experiencing here. Our equipment is icing up here, and if you look right down here, I'm going to scrape off our light. You can actually see there's a thin layer of ice there, and if I smack the snow a bit, you can hear that it is quite crusty. Again, we're in Deerfield, and we came up from Springfield today. It took us about an hour to get here.
Kathy Reynolds has the second part of our series, Gone But Not Forgotten.
Well, you got to give the Hampshire County District Attorney's Office a lot of credit on this case. It's so old that it predates most of the folks working there. But after we contacted them, they did some significant research and found evidence that may now reveal something it couldn't 31 years ago. In November of 1978, slasher film Halloween was out. Big hair and bell-bottoms were in. And The Who's chart-topping question took on poignant meaning in Granby, Massachusetts.
What else could you put on, you know? You don't know a name.
Tony Regan never met the girl buried here.
It's too bad, you know?
But he's never forgotten her story. At least not the end of it. It's the beginning that's a mystery.
We had an almost entirely decomposed body as well, so that the ability to have identifying information by way of features even is just completely beyond our reach.
The district attorney says it was 4:30 in the afternoon when a logger stumbled across the remains. They were a half-mile back into the woods off Amherst Street and believed to have been there anywhere from 3 to 12 months.
At that time, the investigators observed that there was a gunshot wound to the head and a belt around the neck.
No bullet, no weapon was found at the scene. An autopsy would show the victim was a 20-year-old white female. And the only clue as to who she was a single article of clothing. This is the first time the DA believes her office has ever gone public with the evidence. The shirt doesn't have any tags. There's no way to tell who manufactured it or even trace it to a store. The case went cold after investigators scoured college campuses for missing persons, and no one matched the description.
Because of the technology that exists today that did not exist 31 years ago, we may be able to go back to the crime lab, and we may be able to submit the clothing, for instance, or the very few other items that were found at the scene, with the hopes of perhaps extracting DNA.
In addition to science, the DA feels the internet will also play a role. Families of the missing, she says, often use it to search for lost loved ones in other states. And this Jane Doe, she thinks, likely isn't from Granby.
I wish they could find somebody. She had to have a mother.
In the meantime, she has a home here.
Little kids will bring flowers down the tin can, coffee can. Well, you know, when they're in season, they pick them.
Tony Regan and the community have sort of adopted her. Raising enough money to buy her this headstone, they hope to one day find her real family and somehow seek justice for Jane.
So somebody cares, besides me, which is a good thing.
Again, the victim is around 20 years old, and any information you may have about her or her shirt could be relevant. You're encouraged to call the district attorney's office at 586-5150. And of course, you can learn more about this case and more than a dozen other unidentified people found around Massachusetts and Connecticut. Just log on to our website, WGGB.com, and click on the Not Forgotten link. Dave, it is little and it is light, but this car claims to go where others cannot. Defies gravity, says the manufacturer. We let a real-life racer be the judge. The need for speed drives Brad LaValle, so when Air Hog said its zero-gravity car was the ultimate in racing, we knew he was the guy to test it.
I love remote controls and stuff. I mean, I'm a little doubtful. I've never seen anything climb a wall.
You said there's two switches?
Yeah, or for ground or for wall. Oh, there we go.
First, we put it on the floor.
Smooth, clean, flat surface, it says.
It has like an LED communication thing, like a garage door opener.
We had trouble getting it to turn. Couldn't stand more than 4 feet away.
So you got to really follow the thing.
Let down, we decided to put it up.
Yeah, that's the vacuum. There's a little seal. So it's going to suck itself to the wall. That's cool. Oh my gosh, look at that.
On the wall, it went left and right, but we still had to keep the remote close.
And that's pretty high. But there again, if you're not pointing at it. Whoa. It's pretty durable.
The car won't go over bumps, so we couldn't use it on Brad's tiled ceiling. We tried glass instead.
To have something that goes up a wall, I mean, if I was a kid, that would make me happy, but probably not my parents.
Still, the zero-gravity car didn't leave a single mark. Thinking I couldn't do any damage, I took the control. The battery died. I didn't even get to try it, and the battery died. But we had it on for how long?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. So
yeah,
you got a shot.
Fairly reasonable. Yeah, I had fun with it.
You had fun, and I got bogus. But a 45-minute recharge is all it takes to get back on the road. And Brad says this car makes the ride worthwhile. Would you buy this?
You know, I'm gonna.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Because it's neat. It's cool as dry ice.
He said it was cool as dry ice. He's such a funny guy. The zero-gravity car is for ages 8 and up. It takes 6 AA batteries. There it goes. Good catch, Kathy. We're going to call it a bargain, but obviously you guys found out patience is required.
We did.